Check, check.
Yep.
We're going to start early and stay late.
Yeah.
Are you introducing or am I?
No, you are. Right?
Yeah, I was just making sure.
Yeah. Gianna's introducing you. That's it. I'm just gonna make sure it's working in the monitor.
Check, check.
Yeah, so she can hear herself. Let me find Gianna. She'll introduce you. Okay. Okay. Everything's gonna be hot or not. Hey Joe, let me just hear your guitar for 1 second. Bring her up.
Good evening and welcome to the Purple Onion. We're thrilled to present another exciting night of music to you. Just a couple of reminders before we begin. If you're enjoying tonight's performance, please consider expressing your appreciation to our musicians by contributing something extra to the Big Starry Tip Bucket. Your support helps keep our talented musicians returning to the stage. We also kindly ask that you maintain a listening room atmosphere, allowing everyone around you the chance to fully enjoy the music. Be sure to mark your calendars for next Thursday at 7:30 when Brother and the Haze will be performing. And now let's give a warm welcome to Joseph Hasty and Centerpiece.
Well, if you ever plan to move west, travel my way, take the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it winds from Chicago to LA, more than 2,000 miles all the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, now you go through St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City's looking mighty pretty, you'll see. Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Barstow, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip to this timely tip when you make that California trip? Get your kicks on Route 66. St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City's looking mighty pretty, you'll see. Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Barstow, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip to this timely tip when you make that California trip? Get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. Thank you. Yeah, we got plenty.
I could use a little more guitar, whichever one that's more comfortable.
I give her all my love, that's all I do. And if you saw my love, you'd love her too. And I love her. She gives me everything, and tenderly the kiss my lover brings, she brings to me, and I love her. A love like ours could never die, as long as I have you near me. Bright are the stars that shine, dark is the sky. I know this love of mine could never die, and I love her. A love like ours could never die, as long as I have you near me. Bright are the stars that shine, dark is the sky. I know this love of mine could never die, and I love her, and I love her, and I love her. Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming out to the Purple Onion. Glad you guys are here. I'll introduce these fine gentlemen in just a little bit, but want to thank you guys for coming out. I want to thank everybody here at the Purple Onion, Gianna and Sue and Stoney and Shambly and everybody else connected. You guys enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your meal. Here's a little tune by Joe Young. Stole this one from Nat King Cole. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from so sweet. They're gonna knock me off of my feet. Kisses on the bottom, I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say, I hope you're feeling better. And I'll sign with love the way that you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter. Oh yeah, and make believe it came from you. Sit right down and write myself a letter, and I'll make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words oh so sweet, they're gonna knock me off of my feet. Kisses on the bottom, I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say, I hope you're feeling better. And I'll sign with love the way that you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter. Oh yeah, and make believe it came, and make believe it came, and make believe it came from you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, man. Yeah, sorry about that. Here's a tune called Almost Like Being in Love. Pedal on a D for 1, 2, 1. What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Well, it's almost like being in love. There's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Well, it's almost like being in love. And all the music and life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I could tell I was falling. I would swear I was falling. But it's almost like being in love. starts to peel. I could tell I was falling. I would swear I was falling. Well, it's almost like being, well, it's almost like being in love. Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thanks a lot. So over here on my left, be your right, unless you're leaving. He comes to us from Syracuse, New York, originally. He's a music educator, a composer, an arranger, and we're lucky to have him here tonight on trumpet and flugelhorn. Make welcome Andrew Loznek. And also a music educator, composer, arranger, multi-instrumentalist, both. He comes to us from Connecticut originally. He lives in Asheville now. Please make welcome Ryan Kajanka. Ryan on the bass. Yeah. And unfortunately, we were supposed to have a fourth member, another guy who I've played with for years and years and years. His wife took ill. He's at home taking care of his wife. And I told him that's a good thing. So, you know, my wife would kill me if I left her if she weren't feeling well right now, but... So we're going to do... Speaking of my wife, I had a gig last Friday night in Blowing Rock. It went really well. Decided to have another beer with the boys after the show. And that was fine, except I forgot one thing. No, I forgot to call home and let my wife know I was going to be late. That was my first mistake. I got home, I walked in, the place was spotless. I could tell she'd been cleaning all day. That was my second mistake. I was supposed to clean the house before I left that day. I walked into the kitchen, it smelled great. She'd been cooking all day too. She's already got Sunday dinner ready. I knew I was in trouble. I figured I'd better sneak in the bedroom without waking her up. But that didn't work. Soon as I walked in, the lights switched on, and there she stood, giving me the stink eye. Yeah, you know the one. She stood there with her arms folded, and this is what she said. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Well, oh woman, don't be so mean. You're the meanest old gal I ever did see. But I guess if you say so, I'll have to pack my bags and go. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Andy Loznak on that trumpet, yeah. Well, oh woman, don't treat me this way. I'll be back again on my feet someday. But I guess if you say so, I'll have to pack my bags and go. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack. Thank you very much. Oh, you're too kind. Thank you. That's not a true story, by the way. I do all the cleaning at my house. My wife doesn't even know where I keep the vacuum cleaner. So 2023, you know, as you get to be my age, and I'm sure I'm as old or older than anybody in here, you start losing some of your heroes, at least musically anyway. And we lost quite a few this past year. People like Tina Turner and Burt Bacharach and David Crosby. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. We also lost Astrud Gilberto, who was a Brazilian vocalist. And it was late 50s, early 60s. She and Antonio Carlos Jobim and Stan Getz, they brought a new form of music to the American soil. It's called the Bossa Nova. So I want to send this one out to Astrud Gilberto. It's called The Girl from Ipanema. Tall and tan, young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, each one she passes goes when she walks, she's like a samba that sways so smooth, swings so gentle. When she passes, each one she passes goes but oh, how I watch her so sadly. How can I tell her I love her? Yes, I would give my heart gladly, but each day when she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at me. Tall and tan, young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, I smile, she doesn't see. Young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, each one she passes goes when she walks, she's like a samba that sways so smooth, swings so gentle, that when she passes, each one she passes goes but oh, how I watch her so sadly. How can I tell her I love her? yes, I would give my heart gladly. But each day when she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at me. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema grows rocking. When she passes, I smile. She doesn't see. She just doesn't see. She doesn't see me. She just doesn't see. Thank you very much. Astrid Gilberto. So we didn't lose Joni this year. They had a wonderful special for her on TV. I think it was on PBS. I think it might have been the Lincoln Center. But during the pandemic, I went all the way back to the early 70s when I first started trying to learn how to play guitar. And I relearned these old songs that I used to try to play back then. And this was one of them. It's a Joni Mitchell song. It's called Big Yellow Taxi. Where they pay paradise, put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Well, don't it always seem to go, but you don't know what you got till it's gone. They pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Hey, farmer, farmer, put away that DDT now. Give me spots on my apples, but leave me the birds and the bees. Don't it always seem to go, but you don't know what you got till it's gone. The pay paradise, put up a parking lot. They took all the trees, put them in a tree museum. And they charged the people $1.50 just to see them. Don't it always seem to go, but you don't know what you got till it's gone. The pay paradise, put up a parking lot. The screen door slam, and a big yellow taxi took away my old man. Well, don't it always seem to go, but you don't know what you got till it's gone. The pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Well, don't it always seem to go, but you don't know what you got till it's pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Where the pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Where the pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Thank you very much. Joni Mitchell.
Someone covers that, but I know the cover.
So here's a song I wrote in 1964. I wasn't, but, well, I won't tell you how old I was. That would be giving away too many family secrets. But I'm still waiting on the royalty checks. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. They're a modern Stone Age family. From the town of Bedrock, they're a place right out of history. Let's ride with the family down the street through the courtesy of Fred's 2 feet. Now when you're with the Flintstones, have a yabba dabba do time now. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. They're a modern Stone Age family. From the town of Bedrock, they're a place right out of history. Let's ride with the family down the street through the courtesy of Fred's 2 feet. Now when you're with the Flintstones, have a yabba dabba do time, a dabba do time. You'll have a gay old time. Yes, indeed, Andy on that trumpet, Ryan on the double bass. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. Usually after that song, the bass player looks at me, is it break time yet? It's time for a break, isn't it? Actually, we're not going to take a break tonight. We're going to play straight through, so hope that's okay with everybody. You know, if you need to use the restroom, it's right down the hall here. It reminds me of a joke, but I won't tell it now. Actually, this next song is one I did actually write, and it goes out to everybody who's ever worked in the restaurant business, a bartender or a waiter or a waitress or a cook or a dishwasher, or somebody who runs sound for the lame musician who happens to be up on the stage that night. So this song is for anybody that's ever worked in a restaurant before. I call it the Italian Restaurant Blues. Gin tonic, a bottle of red. Put on your mushroom cap and jump in your lettuce bed. Swimming in butter, parsley and wine. You know that escargot, she sure look fine. Olive oil in a balsamic vinaigrette. Been telling those lies about the salmon croquette. Zucchini frittata on an oversized plate, saying I might be early, but you know I ain't late. Marinated mushrooms sauteed on high. Somebody turned the heat up on them, and they began to cry. Fancy black olives that come in a can. You know they jumped right out the skillet and straight into the saute pan. Tomato sauce kissing on the bread, where the purple onion blushed, turned a deeper shade of red. A red snapper filleted the sole, and he pan-fried his friend with almonds and pureed mango. figured pizza, a saucy little number. Made gnocchi out of the taters, and she pickled the cucumber. Antipasto was one cool cat, and the breadstick said, man, you ain't all that. Fettuccine in an Alfredo sauce. Got stabbed by the fork, was given a toss. Fresh basil leaves, imported sea salt. Well, they thought they got away with it, but they got caught. A Tuscan bread pudding with apricot glaze. The cappuccino maker said, I've seen better days. Fresh basil leaves, imported sea salt. Well, they thought they got away with it, but they got caught. Espresso coffee, tiramisu, brings to an end these Italian restaurant blues. A gin tonic, a bottle of red. Drink up your nightcap, it's time for bed. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So another one we lost this year, Antonio Benedetto. Tony Bennett passed away this year at 96 years old. And he was one of my heroes as far as singing jazz goes, or at least in my trying to sing jazz, one of my heroes. But it was in 2018. I took my wife to see him in Charlotte. He was at Ovens Auditorium, and he had his daughter there. And wonderful show. He had a 5-piece jazz band backing him up, and it was just, well, you can imagine, Tony Bennett. And so for the very last song, the whole band left the stage except for the guitar player. And it was just Tony and the guitar player, and Tony put the microphone down. He set the microphone down, and he walked up to the front of the stage. And without a microphone, he started singing, fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars, let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. Well, in other words, I love you. Let's sing it. 1, 2, 1, 2. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. Well, in other words, well, in other words, well, in other words, I love you. Nice. Andy and Ryan. Yeah, so Tony and I guess you can't really do Tony Bennett without doing Frank Sinatra. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it in old New York. These vagabond shoes are starting to stray right through the very heart of it in old New York. Wake up in the city that never sleeps to find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I want to be a part of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I got a good friend of mine who's a New York Yankees fan. He's not from New York or anything. He's from Durham, North Carolina. Thank you. I'm a Braves fan. What can I say? But he's a great musician. He's a psychologist by day, so I get treatment from him on a regular basis because I'm a Braves fan, but we won't go into that. But he was telling me that after every game in New York, if the Yankees win, they play that song over the loudspeaker, the Frank Sinatra version. If the Yankees lose, they play that same song, but the Liza Minnelli version. And I'm not reading anything into that. He tells me, I don't know that this is true or not, but anyway, that's what he said. I'm not sure if I believe him or not. Well, I wish I had my cape up. Gee, what a pro. This is Hang On Sloopy and C, Concert C. And, yeah, just have fun with it. Sloopy lives in a very bad part of town. And everybody, yeah, likes to put my Sloopy down. Sloopy, I don't care what your daddy do. 'Cause you know, Sloopy girl, I'm in love with you. So I'll sing out, hang on, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on. Hang on, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on. Sloopy wears that red dress, yeah, as old as the hills. When Sloopy wears that red dress, yeah, you know it gives me chills. Sloopy, when I see you walking down the street, I said, don't worry, Sloopy, you belong to me. So I'll sing out, hang on, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on. Hang on, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on. Sloopy, let your hair down, girl, let it hang down on me. Sloopy, let your hair down, girl, let it hang down on me. Sloopy, I don't care what your daddy do. 'Cause you know, Sloopy girl, I'm in love with you. So I'll sing out, hang on, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on. 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 Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. That was a tune that the McCoys made famous in 1965, but they didn't write that song. It was written down in the islands as an old Caribbean song, and it was called "My Girl Sloopy." And the McCoys took it and made a huge hit out of it in 1965. And then the Ohio State Marching Band usurped that song, and it became the Ohio State fight song. You probably don't know that unless you're a Buckeyes fan, but there you go. Are you a Buckeyes fan? Not really, okay. But you're from Ohio? Okay. But you're not a Yankees fan. Okay, so you can stay. So we're going to do a little bit of a mashup. Here's another bossa nova, and it's called Blue Bossa. And I'm kind of gonna mash together an old African American spiritual at the end of this called Wayfaring Stranger. traveling through this world below. There is no sickness, toil, or danger in that bright world to which I go. Well, I'm going there to see my Father. I'm going there no more to roam. I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over home. Well, I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. Well, I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over home. I'm just a going over home. I'm just a go to my home. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you. So, once again, thanks for coming out to the Purple Onion and sharing some time with us this evening. And I certainly want to thank Andy and Ryan. We're going to play some more songs for you. We're not leaving quite yet. But I did want to thank you guys for coming out and thank these two guys for joining me tonight. It's been my pleasure to be up here with them. Professional musicians all the way, and I'm just tickled to be up here with them. So we are missing a fourth guy, and he would normally start this next song, on solo guitar and get us going, but he's not here, so we'll power through this one without him. We'll start in G and go up a half step each verse until we get to B flat where you can blow. It's from the Three-Penny Opera, the 1920s, I think. It's called Mac the Knife. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, the shark has pretty teeth, dear, and it shows them with their pearly white. Just a jackknife has old Maggie, dear, and it keeps it out of sight. When that shark bites with his teeth, dear, scarlet billows where they start to spread. Fancy gloves though wears old Maggie, dear. So there's not a trace of red on a tugboat by the river. Cement bag is, well, it's dropping down. Well, that cement is just for weight, dear. I bet your Maggie is back in town. On a sidewalk Sunday morning lies a body, well, it's oozing life. Someone sneaking around the corner. Is that someone? Wore Mac the Knife. he spins just like a sailor. Did your boy do something rash? Suki Tawdry and Jenny Diver, Polly Pichon and Lucy Brown. Well, that line falls over to the right, dear. Now that Maggie is back in town. Thank you. Appreciate that. Big Ryan on the bass. I have a double bass at home. That's all I'm going to say about it. I have one. I have a double bass. I was. I think the past tense is the operative part of that sentence. So here's another original song of mine. This was with apologies to Lewis Carroll. It's a song about going through the looking glass. Watch out, Alice, the Queen's gonna get you. Watch out, Alice, the Queen's gonna get you. Watch out, Alice, the Queen of Hearts is coming for you. Alice sits there, her heart on her sleeve, having us believe she's trying to leave, wondering just where the moon old man has gone to. She just wonders inside her room, thinking about all the love that she knew. Will she ever get over these blues, or will she wander back into Wonderland? So watch out, Alice, the Queen's gonna get you. Watch out, Alice, the Queen's gonna get ya. Watch out, Alice, the Queen of Hearts is coming for you. They always told her of love's crazy haze. She's been sitting all alone, just counting the days, wondering just where the mean old man has gone to. Get up, Alice, get out of your chair. Remember you're a woman, there's no need to despair. There's a lot of cute fish in the great big old blue shining sea. Wonders inside her room, thinking about all the love that she knew. Will she ever get over these blues, or will she wander back into Wonderland? So watch out, Alice, the Queen's gonna get you. Watch out, Alice, the Queen's gonna get you. Watch out, Alice, the Queen of Hearts is coming for you. She's coming for you. she's coming for you. Watch out, Alice. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. There were no mushrooms or pukas or anything involved with that song. Sorry to disappoint all you old hippies in here. Well, we did Frank Sinatra and Tony Bennett, and you can't do Frank and Tony without doing Hank Williams. Well, now, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Well, now, hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we can find us a brand new recipe? I got a hot rod Ford and a $2 bill, and I know a spot right over the hill. There's soda pop and the dancing's free, so if you wanna have fun, come along with me. Well, I'm free to get ready, so we can go steady. How's about keeping steady company? And Rulaw's an act on the trumpet. Thank you. Appreciate that. I can get away with singing that because my mother's from Alabama, and of course Hank Williams was from Alabama. So I used to live in Alabama. Not long. I just had a cup of coffee. So in December 7th, 2020, my wife's mother passed away. My mother-in-law died. It wasn't from COVID. She was just 91 years old. And then the very next day, on December 8th, my father passed away. And he didn't die of COVID either. He was 88 years old. And this is one of my favorite songs. It's by Horace Silver. It's called Song for My Father. A song for my father in hopes it would give him a thrill. When I went to Brazil, my father's music came through me but never got to me until I went down to Brazil in Rio de Long. I heard my father's song, that bossa nova beat, so sweet. Bossa nova and never got over the thrill. When I went to Brazil, no other people you meet to play guitar with the beat and the skill like they do in Brazil. That Portuguese swing is such a subtle thing. It makes you sway against your will. Go ahead, Andy. Go bossa nova beat, so sweet. That bossa nova beat, so sweet. That bossa nova beat, so sweet. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you. Here's another one I stole from Nat King Cole. It's kind of a rhythm change. It's like it's got 3 A's at least to start with anyway. The bridge goes to the 3 dominant. Yep. Same rhythm change. Yeah, man. It's called. So there's a story behind this song. Apparently, there is, buzzards will fly and they'll swoop down and they'll grab a rabbit or a rat, and they'll grab them and they'll take them way high up, and they'll drop them and let them hit the ground and of course kill them, and then they'll swoop down and eat. And so there's an old African story about how there was a monkey in the bushes checking this buzzard out, and he was doing that, and he thought, this doesn't look good. Next thing he knows, he turns around and there's a buzzard standing right next to him, and he goes, "Hey man, you want to go for a ride? You want to go flying?" The monkey wasn't sure about that. So this is a story about that. Well, the monkey took over right in the air. The monkey thought that everything was on the square. The buzzard tried to throw the monkey off of his back. The monkey turned around and said, "Hey, listen, Jack, straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and stay right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. No use in jiving, ain't no use in diving. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top." Well, the buzzard told the monkey, "You were choking me. Release your hold and I will set you free." The monkey looked the buzzard right dead in the eye, said, "Your story's so touching, but it sounds like a lie. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and stay right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top." "Your story's so touching, sounds like a lie." Well, the buzzard told the monkey, "You were choking me. Release your hold and I will set you free." The monkey looked the buzzard right dead in the eye, said, "Your story's so touching, but it sounds like a lie. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and stay right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top." I said, "Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top." Hey, thank you very much. We got time for one more. So Lou Reed. wild side. Said, hey, honey, take a walk on the wild side. Candy came from out on the island. In the back room, she was everybody's darling. But she never lost her head, even when she was given head. She said, hey, honey, take a walk on the wild side. Said, hey, babe, take a walk on the wild side. Little Joe never once gave it away. Everybody had to pay in pain. A hustle here, a hustle there. New York City's the place where they said, hey, Joe, take a walk on the wild side. Hey, sugar, take a walk on the wild side. It's been our pleasure to be with you tonight. Andrew Lawsonak on the trumpet. Mr. Ryan Kajank on the double bass. I want to thank Peter and Kyle for running the sound for us tonight. And we want to thank everybody here at the Purple Onion. Thanks for coming out. Thank you very much. You guys arrive home safely. Have a good weekend. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Joe Hasty, y'all. Yeah. And if you want to show some extra love, the tip bucket is still sitting here, and it is not overflowing yet. So I love having Joe here, and Ryan's a great bass player, and I got to meet Andrew tonight on the trumpet and flugelhorn. So sounded really good. And here's something cool. If you want to mark on your calendars for Thursday, December 7th, Joe will be back. He's going to be doing his holiday spectacular Christmas show, and Dick will probably be joining him on guitar that night. So check that out. That's going to be pretty cool. Next week, Brother in the Haze, and then they're a first-timer. We love first-timers. And then the week after that is Pierce Edens, has a brand new album, was just released 2 weeks ago, and he'll be here. So, yeah, come back.